Time now is 6:18. It may be National Pick Strawberries Day, but right now East Texas farmers are dealing with some big challenges. And that has some farms without a single strawberry to spare. GMET's Marshall Farmer finds out what caused this year's season to be worse than usual and why farmers persist year after year against the odds.
I mean, you see them, but they're just shriveled up and not good. Not good.
Strawberry season ended early in East Texas, normally lasting only a few weeks between April until early May. This year saw heavy rains, cooler temperatures, and cloudy skies, including multiple severe storms throughout April. All of those combined made for a difficult year.
Strawberries is a hard crop to raise in East Texas.
Mike Hill has been a farmer for the majority of his life and began growing strawberries 5 years ago with his wife, Stephanie Hill. Each year, the couple lets people visit and pick their own strawberries the entire season.
Every 3-4 days, we would open up the field, and in about 3 hours, they'd pick all out, and we'd have to shut down.
But this year was a different story.
It was a weird year for us. I've never seen it that bad.
Despite the high risk of growing strawberries in East Texas weather, the Hills are motivated by the joy the crop brings.
Strawberries that's a favorite. I mean, kids love strawberries. It's unbelievable how much fun kids have.
For Good Morning East Texas, I'm Marshall Farmer.
While strawberry picking season is over in East Texas, blueberry and blackberry picking typically takes place from late May through July.